And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Today we're going to be taking a look at a puzzle called Stenzzles. Stenzzles. This is not a game, it's a puzzle, like Rubik's Cube, that kind of thing. So that's pretty much all I have to tell you. Let's take a look at it. Now Stenzzles has 8 puzzles in it, and each puzzle shows a dog. And you look at this dog here, and you will take the stencil. This is made from stencils, you can draw pictures of the dog. You'll take that, and then you will take a whole bunch of other stencils of other dogs, and you will rotate them and try to get the same thing as that dog. So let's compare these. Are they the same? Well, you don't have to tell me that they're not the same, because they aren't. Well, let's see. What if I switch this green and the red? Because it looks like red's on top. No, that's not the same. Well, what if I do this? Are they the same now? Wow, I'm good. Oh, you say there's black in the back. Well, that's because it actually comes with a black backing, and you put that behind them when you're finished with the puzzle. And then you take them, and you can even have them in this little stand here to show off your Stenzzle puzzle. Huzzah! Now, in reality, I had to look at the answer for that one. I will not lie, because these are really, really hard, for me anyway. Because when I look at them, the way it is you can usually guess which colors go in order, but the fact is, wherever the color goes, there are different ways that it can be rotated, and it can even be flipped. There's 2 different sides, and so each of these puzzles has the dogs that can be flipped in all different directions, and so the combinations that you have as the game progresses are huge. So when I look through the book here, and I look at this gray one here for the poodle, and I'm trying to figure out the poodle, and so I say, well, I think the yellow one is the first one, because I see a lot of yellow, but which way is it? Is it that way? Oh, maybe the orange one's on top. And so flipping them around, I mean, I suppose you can figure it out after a while, and I spent a lot of time working on them. But what's interesting about this puzzle is simply the fact that they're like works of art. As you look through the book here, you can see that they look really cool. This is something that you could display, and it has kind of a modern art feel to it. And at the same time, if you like dogs, which I do, you will enjoy the pictures here. And I'm assuming, I thought it was a little odd that there was only 8 puzzles in here. I figured they could make, 40 or 50 of them, but I suppose more will show up online, and you can make one yourself. You could probably have someone make one randomly, take a picture of it, and then you have to figure out what it looks like just from looking at the picture. And then, I don't want to show too much, but you can see here a peek of the answers tell you how to put them down, in what order, and if it should be front or back. And so you can solve them if you're a cheater like I am. But that's basically it. It's fun, but it feels classy. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like, when you do things like Rubik's Cube and other ones, they're cool, but this one feels like this is what somebody would do, and then you put it up and people come by and go, wow, that looks good. So it's a puzzle and a decoration, I suppose. And it has a cool name, Stenzzles. And if all else fails, and you hate it, you can always give them to your kids, and they can do little stencils of dogs on paper. Win, win, win.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find the latest board game news at Dicetowernews.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Fun Again Games, the world's best game source. Fun Again Games has over 5,000 games available. Check them out at funagain.com.
Shut the door!
That's right. Shut it.
Yeah?